Hey everybody, let's take a look at these contracts. We're getting ready to do a let's build to build ourselves a kind of a space plane, or at least a high atmosphere plane that is capable of getting a whole bunch of temperature displays done. So we are going to need some stuff. We're going to need this guy. We're going to need some aerodynamic fuselage with some fuel. That's 0.5 intake air. I want, instead of that, is it under fuel tanks? Fuel tanks. Yeah, here's the liquid fuel guy. One liquid fuel guy. Oh, we have, ooh, you know, ooh, you're so expensive. That's a lifting body, though. See, now I'm really tempted to skip this and go with the other guy. It could be a dual engine ship. I might need a cash advance for those other missions. Pods. 20,000. I would need that. We'll get it. We are going to make the slickest ship that's ever slicked a slick ship. Liquid fuel. Give me that one. Tack it on there. Mark II bicoupler. Hand it over. Put it on, please. We're gonna need a name for this series. So the other one was the model. That was that other cockpit model. Connects? Did I spell that right? Connects 1. In homage to, you know, some of the building toys that have been out there, helping kids learn how to build all sorts of interesting things. We are going to need the turbojet for high altitude shenanigans, because we're putting 2 of these bad boys on. Now, center of thrust is fine. Center of mass and center of lift. So this is a lifting body. It's actually going to help us lift off the ground and stuff like that. We definitely need the delta wing. With just the delta wing, we get that. I kind of want this to be a big fat delta wing, though. Wing connector type A? Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Which button? Brother. Okay. Nope, not that button. That button. Now, one thing I always want to take a look at is what happens to my center of mass when liquid fuel gets low, like this. This thing's not going to have any oxidizer. It's only going to have liquid fuel. So this liquid fuel will get used last, I think. All right, now. That does something kind of cool, because this can actually... Oh, it can't. What's the one that has yaw? Is it this one? Oh, I'm messing up. It's that one, but I don't like how that looks. Oh, get off. Okay, so this little small delta wing, 3200, just to give the end of this ship its correct look, like so. So I connected this wing to this wing to make it a lot easier for me to actually control this. If I put the center of mass right there and see what the liquid fuel situation looks like as this thing shifts around, I can see that I need to take this a little bit forward, actually, like so. Now, the next step is going to be control surfaces. So, I want all of these. These guys control just pitch. This one controls roll. This one also controls pitch. If I do this kind of thing, it'll look kind of pokey and badass in front, which is awesome. Okay, once again, let's see how our center of mass looks with this fuel shifting. So the whole point of this is it's going to be a completely reusable space plane. We should be able to take it out, land it, fly it all over the place, bring it back to Kerbal if we want to. Utility, obviously we're going to need some serious landing gear action. So landing gear here. Landing gear right next to, basically close enough to the center of mass that we can rotate off the runway. And we still need a tail section. And those can actually just be these winglets. Like so, and all this controls is yaw. Okay, let's get the rotate tool on point here. Oops. And rotate this landing gear to nice up and downness. And there we have it. Mostly what our space plane is. Got a problem with center of lift now. But that's easily adjusted. Now, these jet engines need something more than what I have, obviously. They need a bunch of air intakes. So we're going to go ahead and plaster this guy with these. Ideally, I want my intakes to be the actual intakes themselves to be behind the center of mass. So I'm putting a lot of intakes on this for the express purpose of making sure this thing is not starving for air at all. It needs to be able to operate at pretty high altitudes. And we can fix that with a rotation tool. Like so. Looking really sharp. Utility. So I don't want snap. At least I don't think I do. Now I want snap. Just getting these dialed in the way I like them. There we go. I want to make sure they're not interfering with those intakes. So this thing has lots of intakes, and that is by design. Do another check of the old center of lift here. Basically, I never want my center of lift to go very far in front of the center of mass like that. So we're going to adjust this so that the center of lift never really gets that far ahead. And it really depends on where liquid fuel gets used up first. I'm pretty sure it's going to get used up from front to back. I think that'll be okay. Now these landing gear are in the wrong spot again because the center of mass has changed. So I want them about right there so that we can rotate around them pretty reliably. That ought to work. Grab these two guys and bring them back here. Yep, that's what we got. Now, as long as I don't flame out, I should have no problems controlling this one. Let's do our first test flight. That's going to be it for this Let's Build, unless I need to make some adjustments along the way, which is entirely possible, actually. But we'll find out in a bit. Okay, so here's the atmospheric jet I designed. Hopefully it is good enough to actually get us the range that we want. We need to fly across the water over here for sure. And get those missions completed and stuff. That's actually going to take a little while for us to do, and I might cut out a fair bit of that flying as we do it. But let's go ahead and we got Bill and Jeb on board. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I forgot one very important thing. I need a temperature display and an antenna. So yeah, hang tight, we're going to get that fixed. Okay, a quick addendum to the Let's Build. I forgot some of the purpose for this mission was to collect some temperature data. So, science. Go ahead and stick a 2-hot thermometer on there. And just a basic communitron. Like so. And we're ready to go. Oh, I can't support a vessel with more than 30 parts. How many parts do I have? I have 32. Okay, well, that's easily solved. You guys are gone. That's it. I better check my metrics here. Yep, looking good. Let's launch it. Brakes off and we are on our way. Oh, this thing takes off like a dream. But I do not have enough control authority. Pitch. There we go. That's what we needed.